Okay, so I know you guys were expecting this episode to be a short one and me to be at Spear Pillar. There's a range of reasons that we're not. The most important of those reasons being you need international decks to do the Acreus event. And I accidentally loaded a save state after I actually had a save game, which then reverted the save game back to pre-Elite 4, meaning that I don't have an option to get the national hacks, which would mean that I did have to do the entire Elite 4 again. Admittedly, I could just power my way through with level 100 hacked Pokemon. But then the other issue is that the save, not the save file, the save file was the issue. The other issue is that the cheat code, I had the actual replay code to get the Azure Flu to actually get into the Arceus fight, didn't work. So that just didn't happen. And I think, honestly, we've suffered enough. So here we are in Gen 5. I made the save file. I poured it over every single Pokemon that has died and alive. And we're about to get our first Pokemon, our very first new starter in Gen 5 in the Unova region. And our options are going to be... Come on, be... Duskull, which I think is a Dupe's Claws, a Starly, which is not particularly, and a Shinx. I was kind of hoping that Arceus would show up here. Let's see. I think we've had a Duskull before. I think we had a Duskull in Gen 3. I don't know if we've had a Starly before. I think Starly might be... I have a sheet for this. Hold on, I have a sheet for this. But I think Starly, assuming that it's not a Dupe's Claws, actually is probably the best thing. This is the sheet, there we go. Is the best choice to go with here. Because, obviously, if we run into any like rock or ground types, Shinx is just gonna die immediately. So, Star, yeah. Episodes dying also in the sheet now. Very nice. You guys don't have access to the sheet. I will. And that's going to help a lot for the death montage. So Starly does not seem to be anywhere on here. Man, I've had a lot of Pokemon. Holy crap. Starly, that's going to be our starter for Gen 5. And with that, we also need a name for this Starly, obviously. Obviously, we don't have... I've said obviously like 5 times in the last minute. We don't have Pokeballs yet. We have to do 2 battles here. These do not count towards the Nuzlocke and dying, because these are mandatory battles before you get the Pokeball. And if... there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do to prepare other than hope that I get a good matchup here. If the enemy here, Bianca, has like something that just knows explosion or some shit like that, or an artillery, which is way above my power level, even though we're about level 5, it's a level Pokemon and I have a Starly. So I will likely lose this fight. And I will not count it as an actual death, because that would be stupid. That being said, maybe we'll actually survive. No, we probably won't survive. Never mind. We might win. We could still win. I don't know why you didn't use Aurora Beam right away. This is going to still punish us though, because obviously we will not be getting the experience from beating Bianca. We could still get experience from beating Charon. Unlikely, but we could. So what are the plans for today? I honestly don't know. We'll just be playing for about half an hour and see how far we can get. I'm hoping that I can get the actual first encounter. I think there's only one encounter I can get, but with a little bit of luck, and it's probably going to be next episode, we can also get the monkey, which is a free gift Pokemon, and it's randomized, so you definitely want a gift Pokemon over a encounter. Minish-U, that's not a Minish-U, that's a Minikin, I don't know how to pronounce this one actually. So that is a free Pokemon we can just go ahead and get. I think that will be next episode. Hopefully we'll be able to make it there this episode. I'm not making any promises, but that is a like very ambitious goal I have right now. I don't really know much about how like the pacing for the early game is here, because I haven't played Black since my Black randomizer nuzlocke, or was that Black 2? That might have been Black 2. I don't remember. That's how long it's been. It's been, I think at this point, like 5 months since I did that one. I think it was Pokemon Black 1. So it's been a while. This is probably the generation I have played the second most. I've definitely played Gen 4 the most, but it's really close between this game and Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, specifically Emerald, being the most played game for me, because I played a lot of Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. I'm talking about not hours played, I'm talking about times played through from start to finish. And the only reason I think this game is a contender at being the second place, and honestly might be very close to being the first place on that list, is because I have done a lot of series on these games. I've done Pokemon Black, Black 2, both of those twice, I think. Maybe Pokemon Black 3 times even, as series on the channel, which is kind of ridiculous, because why would I keep playing the same goddamn game over and over and over and over again? Because it's just so much fun. And honestly, as far as like, I don't have running shoes yet, it's really bothering me already. Also, like, as far as presentation goes and how the game looks, I know it's very pixely still because it's a sprite-based game. I think this looks really good. Like the lively animations the Pokemon have inside a battle. It's not 3D yet, and honestly, I think Pokemon in 3D, this is... Oh, yeah, obviously, nickname. We're going to call you... What are we going to call you? I've been watching a lot of Marvel movies lately. And I started watching Endgame yesterday. And I forgot how long that movie actually was, so I didn't finish it. I'll go finish that tonight. But I was just at the part where Professor Hulk meets the Ancient One and they talk about Doctor Strange. So that's pretty much the reason why I saw his name's Stephen now, because Stephen Strange, that's his name. For anybody who doesn't like Marvel, what are you doing? First and foremost, go watch the entire MCU. It'll only take you like a month. No, literally, it will probably take you a month. You could do it quicker. You could do it in probably like 2 weeks. If you really have no... If you really have no life, you could probably do it in a week. Somebody needs to try that. Watch the entire MCU within a week. We talked about this on stream, like, last Saturday. It's about 50 hours of content. So, if you watch 10 hours of content a day, which is possible, probably not very pleasant, but it's possible, you could very well watch it in 5 days. If you take 7 days, you can, like, go down to about, like, 8 hours of content a day? Like 8 times 7, that's 7 hours of content even, roughly. 7 and a bit. Which means it's about 3 movies a day. One of the days you might have to watch 4. That's not that bad, actually. That's not that bad. That's definitely doable. Again, the most fun way? Not really. No, it will not be the most fun way to do it. Not even close. Okay, anyway, let's focus on the gaming for a moment, because we're going into Route 1 and we're going into the catching tutorial. Let's actually use the speed button for this. It was made for this kind of stuff. I don't know what it actually was made for. I don't know the design philosophy behind the emulator speed button thing. But it's probably made because somebody at some point, I don't know what was the first emulator with a speed button. I'm assuming it's Visual Boy Advance. But it might be a different one. Anyway, Visual Boy Advance, I'm going to go with that. It's probably because the developers knew that this was going to be a tool which was used to replay games over and over and over and over again. So, speeding through the more mundane things like dialogue is a really useful thing to have. I'm assuming this literally is the reason the speed button was invented. Because it's not useful during normal gameplay usually, because especially on GBA games, it goes up to like 1,000%. 1,000? 10,000%? Okay, we have Pokeballs, do we? We have 5 Pokeballs. And 1 chance to get through this without any encounters so we can buy more. Because I do not trust myself. Okay, our first encounter for this game on round 1 is going to be Victory Bell, which feels like a dupes clause, but that might just be because we had one in the reverse lock. Hold on. Bell. Victory? Weeping Bell? No. No, they are actually not in here. Huh. Okay, so unless I'm mistaken, we haven't had a Victory Bell yet, meaning that we're gonna have a Victory Bell here. It's actually a really good first encounter if you ignore the fact that, oh my god, it has Sleep Powder. That's going to be so useful. It's actually a really good first encounter if you ignore the fact that we're probably not going to be able to actually catch this thing. Because obviously its catch rate is going to be through the roof. Sorry, what? First Pokeball? First Pokeball? That wasn't a critical capture, was it? That was just the speed button. It only shaked once, which usually means critical capture. But I'm thinking the speed button just didn't, like, it sped it up so much that I didn't see the first 2 shakes. Because getting a critical capture... Oh no, that definitely is a critical capture. Yeah, okay, capturing Pokemon is going to be significantly easier in this game because critical captures were introduced in Gen 5. And the chance of getting a critical capture, where you only need to have the Pokeball shake once rather than 3 times, is dependent on how filled up your Pokédex is. Or your box, I don't remember which one. But either way, we have like 4 boxes worth of Pokemon almost in the box, because I loaded in everything before I started recording this, meaning that we probably have like a really good chance every time we throw a Pokeball to get a critical capture. I didn't think about that little detail. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to get rid of that Pokemon, because that is the way to decrease the chance of getting a critical capture. It's just like getting rid of that Pokemon inside the box. I want to have them there as a reminder, but I also think that having that little bit of extra chance to capture Pokemon is actually going to be very useful, because I don't know if you've seen my Alive box. It's not that good. So we're going to call you... I'm going to call you Tristan. You're a female. I'm not going to call you Tristan. I'm going to call you Sally. I don't know who the fuck Sally is. It's probably... Or Cell. Okay, so you're Cell. Because one of my button presses didn't input. That's wonderful. Anyway, so we have a Victory Bell on the team now called Cell. S-A-L-L. It's the weirdest fucking name ever. Let's take a look at her. Let's take a look at... oh yeah, we're in Gen 5 now, so you can actually see the exact time I'm recording these videos at, because the bottom screen shows the time. Last generation you could see whether I recorded in the morning, the afternoon, or at night. Now you can actually see the exact time down to the minute I'm recording this. Which isn't that bad. Vine Whip, Sleep Powder, Sweet Scent, and Razor Leaf. That is a really good moveset. That is a really, really good moveset. It's level 3. Admittedly, it is level 3. Well, that is a great moveset this early on in the game. I am so happy that we got that Victory Bell, and I'm convinced that we did get a critical... Oh, I kicked over my water bottle. I'm convinced that we did get a critical capture there. And that is totally fine with me. We're probably going to get quite a lot more throughout the duration of this series, and I had not considered that. I had not considered that as being a possibility that critical captures were going to make this generation at least easier on the captures. Not necessarily going to be easier on any of the battles, but me having more captures means I have more options, means I have probably a better overall team. So I'm feeling a little bit more confident again now. I was feeling really unconfident. What is the... Unconfident? That doesn't seem like a word. What is the opposite of confident? Unsure? Let's go with unsure. I felt really unsure about this generation because supposedly it's even more difficult than the last generation because, especially the Elite Four, but I also think the later gym leaders, they have only like fully evolved Pokemon and they have been made even like more difficult than the last one. So, generally speaking, I was expecting this might just be it. We might just lose here, but I don't know. The fact that we can actually easily capture Pokemon might help out just enough. Might just be enough for me to have an edge. That together with the fact that I'm going to be paying more attention at the Elite Four this time around. So let's get 10 more Pokeballs. We're probably going to need that many because we can't really go into that many areas as of right now. I also get a Premier Ball. I always forget that you do. And 5 potions. And now I am broke. But at least I've got some potions, which are going to be really, really useful. Let's lead with Cell, just because she needs experience, and we can, if need be, we can switch out into Steven. Is Steven a male? Steven at least is a male Starly. I didn't look. I'm gonna be honest with you, didn't look. We have a lot of story to go through in this first episode, and this game in general has a lot more story going on, and honestly, it's probably the best story ever told in a Pokemon game. A main series Pokemon game, that is, obviously. Obviously, Mystery Dungeon games. Like, all of them are better written than this one, because that's kind of the main point of those games. The main gameplay loop is fun and interesting, but you really play those games for the story. That being said, I don't know about the more recent ones, because I just can't get through Gates to Infinity. It's just not that good of a game. It's just really boring or really slow, and nothing really happens, and maybe it is not that different from the first two Explorer games, right? Explorers of Time and Darkness, and I know Red Rescue Team as well, and Blue Rescue Team. Maybe it's not that different from the first two generations of Mr. Dungeon games, but I'm not like 12 anymore. Oh, don't tell me you have 6 Pokemon. Okay, so you have 2. That is way better. The end. This? No. No. No, 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 no. Bad. No. Put you to sleep. This is the fucking thing that ended my run of Pokemon Black last time I played this game. What is more powerful? Vulnerable Leaf, Razor Leaf? I honestly do not know. That is 35 and that is 55. That is a very easy choice. I have nothing that is super effective against early game Steel type. That is some bullshit if I've ever seen so. Oh my god, that's horrible. I have Pokeballs though, so if I die here, this is impossible. I don't know what to do here, because I don't know what to do. There's nothing on my team or in my box that can get through Registeel. Realistically speaking, nothing. Do I have a fighting type? I mean, I have access to a grinding spot, I think. Can I even... Oh my god. There goes my starter! If Ann wins this fight, do I have to rebattle him? Because this might be one of those fights that you're allowed to lose. There goes my first critical capture of the game. That was fucking quick, wasn't it? Gonna be honest with you. There was literally nothing I could have done there. Sometimes I fuck up. Sometimes I fuck up. A lot of the times, a lot of the deaths in these boxes are because I fuck up a lot. This is not something I could have prevented. I guess we'll be choosing our actual starters, which are going to be... I don't know, let's bring Ron. Oh, no, you're dead. You would just... Wait, what? Oh, That's right. That is correct. I'll place you in box 2 for now. I placed the other Pokemon in box 24, 23, and 22, but those aren't unlocked. So I got to place them in box 6, 7, and 8, but I'll do that between episodes. And what else am I going to bring with me? Because I've got one more place on the team. Let's go for Kabuto. Why not? And place Starly in the temporary dead box. Shouldn't be that big of a deal for me to switch things around. I don't know if I'll have to fight Anne again, is the thing. So I'm gonna make a deal with you guys here. If I have to beat Anne, which I might, and I cannot go back to the grass to grind, I'll just use one of my other Pokemon to do it. Because I can't get through that Registeel in any meaningful way if I can't even do grinding. Okay, looks like I can do grinding. Which means that maybe we want a different Pokemon on the team. Something that can get through Registeel. What can get through Registeel? What do I have to get through Registeel? Something that can do an Earth type? Wrong thing. Ground type move. Or fire. Nothing in here can do an either. I don't think. Fighting? Maybe fighting. Maybe Sora. Maybe Sora is actually a better idea here. You know what? We're gonna have to end the episode here anyway, because I need to do some serious grinding. I know. I know this generation was supposed to be more difficult, but this is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. I'll get through it. I can grind. Even if I have to go up to like level 20 to do it. I get through that Registeel. Fuck Registeel.